Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsbury. Today's video is about 20 facts about the golden age of Hollywood. Let's get into it. The golden age of Hollywood was a time of glitz, glamour, and behind-the-scenes chaos that made classic movies unforgettable. From the 1910s to the 1960s, Hollywood wasn't just about making movies, it was about crafting legends. Behind the dazzling smiles and perfectly staged romance were intense studio rivalries, wild scandals, and a whole lot of unexpected drama. These 20 fun facts will give you a peek behind the golden curtain of Tinseltown's most iconic era. Fact number 1. The first Hollywood movie was shot in 1910. Before Hollywood became the film capital of the world, it was just a quiet Los Angeles neighborhood filled with orange groves. The very first movie filmed there was in Old California, a silent short by director D.W. Griffith. At the time, no one had any idea they were laying the foundation for an entire industry. Today, Hollywood is a global icon, but it all started with a simple 17-minute film. Fun fact number 2, the Oscars originally lasted 15 minutes. The first Academy Awards ceremony in 1929 was nothing like the star-studded hours-long spectacle we see today. Held at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, the event had no TV cameras and no dramatic speeches and wrapped up in just 15 minutes. Only 270 guests attended and winners were announced ahead of time. No envelope mix-ups here. Fast forward to today and the Oscars can run longer than an actual work shift. Fun fact number 3, silent films weren't actually silent. Despite what the name suggests, silent films weren't completely silent. Movie theaters had live music to accompany the action on screen. Pianists, organists, and even full orchestras provided dramatic scores, making sure audiences felt every moment of suspense and romance. In some cases, theaters even hired sound effects artists to bang drums or create wind noises in real time. Watching a silent film back then was basically a live performance experience. Fun fact number 4, Marilyn Monroe had an IQ of 168. Marilyn Monroe was often cast as the dumb blonde, but in reality, she was incredibly intelligent. She loved literature, devoured books on philosophy, and even had an impressive collection of classic novels. Monroe studied acting with legendary coach Lee Strasberg, proving that she was dedicated to her craft. She may have played the bombshell on screen, but off-camera, she was anything but clueless. Fun fact number 5, Clark Gable's bad breath was a problem. Clark Gable may have been Hollywood's ultimate heartthrob, but apparently kissing him was less than dreamy. Co-stars like Vivien Leigh, Gone with the Wind, complained about his chronic bad breath, which was rumored to be caused by his dentures. Leigh reportedly powered through her on-screen romance with a mix of professionalism and mints. Sometimes movie magic is just about looking past the details. Fun fact number 6, the Hollywood sign used to say Hollywoodland. The iconic Hollywood sign originally read Hollywoodland when it was erected in 1923 as an advertisement for a real estate development. It wasn't meant to last forever, but after becoming a symbol of the film industry, the last 4 letters were removed in 1949. The sign has been through a lot, decay, repairs, and even a prank where it once read Hollyweed, but no matter how much it changes, it remains one of the most famous landmarks in the world. Fact number 7, studios controlled every aspect of a star's life. During the golden age, actors weren't just employees, they were the property of the studios. They were told what roles to play, how to dress, and even who to date. Many stars had their entire backstories fabricated by publicity teams, turning them into perfect, marketable icons. If you thought your job had strict rules, imagine being legally required to pretend you were single for publicity. Fun fact number 8, Judy Garland was put on a strict diet as a teen. Judy Garland was only a teenager when she was cast as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, but the studio didn't think she looked the part. MGM put her on a strict diet of chicken soup, black coffee, and diet pills to keep her weight down. She was also forced to wear a corset to make her appear younger and slimmer. Hollywood's obsession with appearances wasn't just extreme, it was downright brutal. Fun fact number 9, Charlie Chaplin was banned from the US. Charlie Chaplin was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, but that didn't stop the US government from kicking him out. Accused of having communist sympathies during the Red Scare, Chaplin was denied re-entry into the country in 1952. He spent the next 20 years living in Switzerland, only returning in 1972 to receive an honorary Oscar. Talk about a dramatic exit and comeback. Fun fact number 10, Alfred Hitchcock never won a competitive Oscar. He's one of the greatest directors of all time, but Alfred Hitchcock never won an Academy Award for Best Director. Given making masterpieces like Psycho, A Rear Window, and Vertigo, the Academy consistently overlooked him. He was finally given an honorary Oscar in 1968, and his entire acceptance speech was just 5 words. Thank you very much indeed. Classic Hitchcock, short, suspenseful, and to the point. Fun fact number 11, Hedy Lamarr helped invent Wi-Fi. Hollywood actress Hedy Lamarr wasn't just a screen siren, she was also a brilliant inventor. During World War II, she co-developed a frequency hopping technology to help prevent radio-controlled torpedoes from being jammed. That technology eventually led to the development of modern Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. Who knew that behind those glamorous roles was a tech genius shaping the future? Fun fact number 12, Bette Davis and Joan Crawford had a legendary feud. Few rivalries in Hollywood history were as intense as the one between Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. Their hatred for each other was so legendary that their on-screen fights in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane were rumored to be real. Crawford even faked an injury at the Oscars just to steal attention away from Davis. This was Hollywood drama at its finest, both on and off the screen. Fun fact number 13, the first movie ever shown on an airplane was in 1925. Flying in the 1920s was already an adventure, but someone had the bright idea to add movies to the mix. In 1925, a silent film called The Lost World was shown on a plane traveling from London to Paris. It wasn't exactly in-flight entertainment as we know it today. Just imagine watching a movie with no sound while strapped into a loud, shaky plane. Still, it was the beginning of a now standard airline experience. Fun fact number 14, Shirley Temple had a secret drink named after her. As a child star, Shirley Temple wasn't allowed to drink alcohol, but she still wanted something fancy to sip on. Enter the Shirley Temple cocktail, a sweet mix of ginger ale, a grenadine, and a maraschino cherry. Ironically, she didn't like it and found it too sugary. Despite that, the drink became a favorite for kids who wanted to feel a little glamorous at restaurants. Fun fact number 15, Humphrey Bogart had to wear platform shoes. Hollywood loved a leading man, but sometimes they weren't quite tall enough for the role. Humphrey Bogart famously paired with the much taller Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca had to wear platform shoes to even the height difference. In some scenes, Bergman had to slouch or stand in a ditch to make him appear taller. Who knew romance needed such careful staging? Fun fact number 16, Audrey Hepburn's Breakfast at Tiffany's dress set records. The iconic little black dress Audrey Hepburn wore in Breakfast at Tiffany's wasn't just a fashion statement. It became one of the most expensive dresses ever sold at auction. Designed by Givenchy, the dress sold for over $900,000 in 2006. Hepburn was already a style icon, but this moment cemented her place in fashion history. Turns out elegance never goes out of style. Fun fact number 17, MGM had a lion that was actual star. The famous roaring lion at the beginning of the MGM films wasn't just a random big cat, it was a lion named Leo. Over the years, MGM actually used several different lions, but the most famous one roared his way into history in 1957. Leo was reportedly the only MGM lion to have been born in captivity and lived a surprisingly cushy life. Imagine being the face of a major studio and getting to nap all day. Fun fact number 18, the Hollywood Walk of Fame wasn't always glamorous. Today, getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is a huge honor, but in the early days, it wasn't quite as prestigious. When it was first proposed in 1953, some stars actually rejected the idea, thinking it was just silly. The first star ever placed belonged to actress Joanne Woodward in 1960. Now, with over 2,700 stars, the sidewalk has become an iconic tourist attraction and a nightmare to keep clean. Fun fact number 19, Old Hollywood had a strict ban on indecency. The 1930s brought in the Hays Code, a strict set of censorship rules that dictated what could and couldn't be shown in movies. Kissing couldn't last more than a few seconds, crime couldn't go unpunished, and even showing a married couple in the same bed was a big no-no. Directors had to get really creative, like using a well-placed lamp or a sudden cutaway to keep things decent. And finally, fun fact number 20, some classic films are technically lost forever. As shocking as it sounds, a huge portion of silent films from Hollywood's early years are lost because no one thought to properly preserve them. Back then, film reels were made from nitrate, a highly flammable material, and many were either destroyed in fires or simply thrown out. Experts estimate that around 75% of silent films are completely gone. That means some legendary performances will never be seen again, unless, of course, someone stumbles upon an old forgotten reel in the attic somewhere. There you have it, another successful Brian Reads the News segment. You can find this one at msn.com if you want to check it out. 20 fun facts about the golden age of Hollywood. Go on up there, check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. We got many more fun facts videos up on my channel. Simply Brian Kingsbury on YouTube. Go on up there, hit that subscription button, ring the notification bell, and make these videos a regular part of your day. If you could do me a big favor on your way out, give this one a big thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know your favorite fun fact about the golden age of Hollywood. I look forward to hearing from you. I reply to all comments. Talk to you in the comments. Bye.